I'm going to be talking about the basics of water polo. So basically, the goal of the game is to get the ball in the other team's net. Each team has 6 players and one goalie in the pool at a time. And some of the basic rules are you can't touch the bottom of the pool. You can only use one hand on the ball at a time. And the game starts off kind of like hockey with a face-off or basketball with a tip-off. Instead, there's a swim-off. This is a water polo ball. It's similar to a volleyball in looks and in size, except it's all rubber for extra grip in the water, and it does float on the water. This is a water polo cap. It is used to help players determine who is on their team in the pool. It also has the player's number on it, as well as ear protectors. Normally they aren't this beat up or deteriorated, but this is my old one from high school and all I have at home. A common question is how do players stay above water for so long? Well, water polo players use a certain form of treading called egg beater, where they move their legs in a circle to help stay above water. It's difficult to get at first, but once you practice it, it's pretty simple. You just like sit in a chair and kind of alternate rotations with your leg. So in water polo, there are these 6 basic positions. They kind of change throughout the game depending on what the team wants to do offensively. Players will rotate through this set. But the most important position is probably the 6 on there. It is the whole set. It's usually a bigger player who can fight for positioning in that area to be able to get the ball in a good place where they can easily score right in front of the goal. There are some ways to turn the ball over other than just having the ball stolen. Some of the basic ones are if you have an offensive foul, that will be a turnover. If you touch the ball with 2 hands, so you can only use one hand on the ball, if you break that rule, it's a turnover. And then there's also a form of offsides. It's the 2 meter mark. You can see on there, if you cross that before the ball or you are like in that area in front of the ball, it will also be a turnover. For water polo, there are 2 different like levels of fouls. You can have a minor foul and a major foul. A minor foul would just be like shoving down on someone that you're guarding who has the ball, just something basic like that. After that, they get a free pass, and if they're outside of 5 meters, they can take a shot on the goal, and the defensive player has to be like backed up, like 1 to 2 meters away, not interfering with the pass or shot. So there are 2 different types of major fouls, one of which would be an ejection, and another one would be a 5 meter or penalty shot. So, an ejection, a player gets 3 a game before they are out of the game. And basically, these would be obviously like kicking someone under the water, hitting them, or like holding them under the water, pulling them back, that type of stuff. For this, the player would be sent to their corner for 20 seconds or until their team gets possession of the ball, at which point they can re enter the field of play. For penalty shots, it would be more like if a player was stopping someone who was obviously going to shoot and score, like right in front of the goal, and they committed a major foul to prevent the player from shooting the ball. Then the offense would be awarded a penalty shot. And yeah, those are basically the major fouls. Players can be just straight up kicked out of a game for more egregious acts. That would be called being rolled. That would be things, I mean, just like punching a player on another team, that type of stuff. Refs are pretty usually strict about that type of thing because it's one of the few sports where the refs aren't actually like in the field of play. The refs are on the side of the pool. So if something does happen in the water, there's not much they can do to like get in between and stop it from happening.